Hey everyone, welcome back to World Talk, the podcast where real conversations teach you real English. I'm Jenna.
And I'm John, and I have been waiting for this episode for a long time. Today we are talking about video games and how they can actually make you fluent in English.
Yes, and if you've ever felt guilty for spending hours playing games, after today you won't, because we're going to show you that gaming is one of the most powerful and underrated ways to learn a language.
We're talking real games: Minecraft, The Last of Us, GTA, Fortnite, League of Legends, Zelda, and the real English that lives inside them. Vocabulary, expressions, slang, commands, all of it.
So, whether you're a hardcore gamer or someone who plays casually on your phone, this episode is for you. Let's press start.
Hey, before we dive in, if you know someone who loves games and wants to learn English, send this episode to them right now. Seriously, right now. They'll thank you later.
Let's start with why games work so well for language learning. Because it's not just about having fun, there's actual science behind this.
Think about it. When you're playing a game, you're completely immersed. You're reading instructions, listening to characters speak, making decisions, all in English. And because you care about what's happening, your brain absorbs the language without even trying.
There's even a term for it: comprehensible input. It means you're learning a language through context that makes sense to you. When a character in The Last of Us says, "We need to move now," you don't need a dictionary. You understand it because of what's happening on screen.
And then there's repetition. Games repeat phrases constantly. In Fortnite, you hear "the storm is closing in" every single match. In Minecraft, you read "you died" more times than you'd like to admit. That repetition plants the language in your brain permanently.
And the emotional connection makes it stick. You remember the words because you were scared, excited, frustrated. You felt something. Emotions are the glue of memory, and games are basically emotion machines.
Okay, let's get into the fun part. Real phrases from real games that teach you real English. Let's start with The Last of Us. This game is basically a masterclass in emotional English.
The dialogue is so natural. Joel says things like, "I'll be right behind you," or "We don't have a choice." Ellie says, "I got you," meaning I've got your back, I'm here for you. These are phrases native speakers use every single day.
Now, let's talk about GTA 5. People think GTA is just chaos, but the writing is actually brilliant. Characters use a ton of slang and casual English. Trevor says, "What's the deal?" meaning what's going on, what's happening. Michael says, "I'm done," not just finished with a cask, but emotionally exhausted.
And Minecraft, even though there are no real dialogues, the game teaches you through action. Craft, mine, build, survive, explore. These are all powerful English verbs. And the community, the YouTube tutorials, the Reddit threads, all in English. If you're in the Minecraft world, you're swimming in the language.
Fortnite is amazing for learning commands and quick communication. Push means attack now. Fall back means retreat. Cover me means protect me while I do something. These are short, direct, powerful phrases, exactly the kind of English you need in real conversations.
And we can't skip The Legend of Zelda. The series is full of beautiful, formal English. "It's dangerous to go alone. Take this." That one line from the original game is one of the most quoted sentences in internet culture. And it teaches you structure, vocabulary, and a little bit of old-fashioned English tone.
Now, let's talk about online gaming specifically, because this is where the magic really happens. When you play online with people from other countries, English becomes the universal language of the lobby.
In games like League of Legends or Valorant, you're chatting with teammates from all over the world in real time. You have to communicate fast, clearly, under pressure. That's better than any speaking exercise in a textbook.
And voice chat? Even better. You're listening to accents, American, British, Australian, Indian, and your ear gets trained naturally. You start understanding different rhythms, different pronunciations. It's immersion without leaving your room.
And the chat culture in gaming is its own language too. GG, WP, good game, well played. BRB, be right back. OMG, oh my god. LOL, laugh out loud. These abbreviations started in gaming communities and now they're everywhere.
Hey, quick pause. Tell us in the comments, what game do you play the most? And have you ever learned an English word or phrase from a game? We want to know. Drop it below. We read every single comment.
Let's talk about story games, because these are genuinely as good as watching a movie or a series in English, maybe even better because you're actively involved.
Red Redemption 2 is one of the best examples. The dialogue is incredibly rich, formal, old-fashioned Western English. Characters say things like, "I'm obliged" instead of "thank you," or "I reckon" instead of "I think." You're learning a whole register of English just by playing.
God of War is another incredible one. God of War speaks in a very serious, direct, powerful way. Boy, that's his way of calling his son. Short, intense, memorable, and the storytelling mixes mythology with emotional depth in a way that expands your vocabulary hugely.
And Undertale, a smaller indie game, but the writing is absolutely brilliant. Funny, emotional, full of wordplay and cultural references. If you can understand Undertale's humor in English, your level is already very strong.
All right, here's how to actually use games to learn English starting today. Not someday, today. Activity 1, change your game language to English right now. Every menu, every subtitle, every notification, English only. Your brain will start connecting visuals to words automatically.
Activity 2, turn on English subtitles in story games. Even if you understand most of it, reading while listening trains both skills at the same time. Double input, double learning.
Activity 3, watch one English gaming video on YouTube today. A walkthrough, a review, a streamer. People like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, or Pokimane speak naturally, use tons of expressions, and are genuinely fun to listen to. 30 minutes of this is real English practice.
Activity 4, pick 3 gaming words from today. Loot, grind, clutch, spawn, and use them in a non-gaming sentence this week. I've been grinding at work. That presentation was such a clutch moment. Gaming vocabulary works everywhere.
Activity 5, if you play online, try typing at least one message in English in your next session. Even just "good game" or "nice shot" or "let's go." Small steps. Every word counts.
The world of gaming is one of the richest English environments on the planet. Billions of people, hundreds of games, thousands of hours of content, all in English. It's not a distraction from learning, it is learning.
So, next time someone tells you to put down the controller and study, tell them you already are. You're learning vocabulary, listening comprehension, reading, and cultural references, all at the same time. That's not gaming, that's multitasking.
You just completed another episode of World Talk entirely in English, and this time about something you love. That's a win. That's your clutch moment.
If you enjoyed this episode, hit that like button and subscribe to World Talk. Every episode is a new world to explore and a new level of English to unlock. We'll see you in the next one.
Game on, everyone. Bye.